right from the start we didn't want to just make another video with some guy going for a bike ride. The whole idea was we want to do this with avoiding the same foods as she has to avoid, to show her that her allergies don't ever need to hold her back. So if I don't cycle home and I don't do what I planned, I feel like I've failed on that part. We wondered all along, was this too much for me? And yeah, maybe it is.
We're in Cork for the start of the TransAtlantic Way.
What time is it?
It's the usual time when you ask me that question. That means it's 4:15 in the morning. I've never done anything like this, so it's the back-to-back days that I don't know what to think about. Any one individual day have done that distance and that time multiple times, but yeah, backing them up is going to be the challenge.
As far as I'm concerned, it's a mandatory scratch because it ain't getting better, it's just getting worse. Because once that neck starts to drop, you're out, yeah?
Basically, it's a very long bike ride, to put in simple terms, but it's not necessarily all about the cycling. It's more about the adventure and maybe about doing something crazy. So Ireland being quite a stormy West Coast route, it's the crazy end of cycling.
My right ankle, my Achilles is sore. My right calf is sore. My left knee is sore. My left toes are numb. My right hip is locked up. My back's getting a bit weak. Despite all that going on, this is like the best legs I've had in the 3 days so far. All going well. I'm looking to crack 400 kilometres today. So 4 hours and we're still on track for that. I went into that little Central shop earlier. It must be the first shop I've ever walked into anywhere on the planet that doesn't sell Haribo. And then everything I checked may contain this, may contain that. How do they get the nuts into a fig roll?
It's estimated around 2 million people in the UK have a food allergy.
Allergic disease is a growing issue in this country, with over 20 million people in the UK being affected.
For whatever reason, more people than ever are diagnosed with life-threatening food allergies every year. They say the diagnoses have doubled in the last decade alone. I want to do this right, avoiding the same foods my daughter has to. That's anything with various tree nuts, peanuts, sesame and lentil, or traces of them. My hope is this will show her her allergies don't define her, and show others how difficult it is to live with food allergies. Imagine living every day knowing that one bite, one wrong label, one mistake could be fatal.
Eggs, bacon, tomato.
No sesame or lentil, no?
No.
Okay, I'll take a slice of that, please.
Sure.
It's also the best place I've stopped yet. They had like all the ingredients or all the food just like there on display all the time. It was actually super simple.
I think you're about 4th or 5th.
Oh yeah? These 3 guys ahead must be flying because I thought I was flying. Let's go. I just need to recover from that because that was fucking viciously steep. Pizza. A big day, wasn't it? Some guy just rocked up and bought me a pizza.
Had I had more food and not had this booked, I could easily just kept riding for hours more.
At the start, my knees were so painful. I could hardly pedal up the first climb. But I got over the top of it and then I stopped and sort of just moved myself around a bit and stuff and stretched and stuff, and it seemed to come alright. One thing that did surprise me about yesterday was like an 18-hour day or something. And what I've done 5 or 6 of those in the past, and each time I have gone that distance, I've had some very, very dark moments. Whereas yesterday just was, it was almost like a privilege just to be riding on those roads. It was so nice doing it, you know, for a cause as well. I think if I was out there for myself, I think it would have been harder, but the only way to describe it is a bit of a privilege to have that opportunity, or at least that's the way I was thinking yesterday.
I bet you I'm going to sleep tonight. Breakfast of champions. Cocoa Pops. I have thought about pushing on, but then I'm also this morning thinking about lying on. So I'm going to get on the bike and see what happens.
I'm Adrian O'Sullivan. I'm a builder. I'm also a cyclist. I'm a dad. I'm crazy. I'm boring. You get the picture that I don't like to be put into a box. If you've slept in a barn and it's sort of like 4 o'clock in the morning and it's pissing down with rain, often a rider will open up his phone and look at the tracker and you'll see 4 or 5 other cyclists are out there cycling in it. And then you'll say, fuck it, I'm gonna go out there and cycle too. I'm a bit like that myself, and sometimes I've been in a storm where branches have been falling off trees and crashing down in front of the bicycle, and the wind has been blowing me off of it, and people said, Jesus, how can you go out in that? You're mad. But that kind of scenario I love, and most people that do this kind of event love that as well.
Hello.
What are you doing, all right?
Lovely to meet you. I didn't realise at all about this. Yeah, but
You did, I was telling you.
Yes, but I didn't realise we were going to come so quick.
She's usually not this shy.
Oh,
Right, she's usually a lot more talkative than this. How are you getting on with the diet?
It has made it more challenging. You know what? It's the challenge. It slows everything down.
You have to look.
And like things that I do it for my daughter only, so it's normal, but it does.
Do you know, it does make you aware though.
I'm doing it as part of the challenge. It's not like I'm actually allergic myself. So
I know there was a list. What's the main ones? Is it?
Peanuts, tree nuts, sesame, and lentils.
Right, gotcha.
And believe it or not, sesame is the hardest to avoid.
Really? Do you know not, oil as well, I suppose.
There's traces of it everywhere. And the thing that's getting harder now is that restaurants are starting to use peanut oil for their frying. just because it tastes better.
And they wouldn't even necessarily know that themselves, would
No. Well, you kind of, we just have to double check and triple check with every
And I
restaurant.
suppose they have to know nowadays, don't they, with all the...
To be blunt about it, there's one restaurant in Derry that we trust, and so they get all of our business now.
So what's the plan now?
Attack.
A fair play to yourself, I'd say, for doing what you do. Now I hope everything and that your little girl will get the best of care.
Of course, me being me, I got sucked back into racing.
When the knee flared up yesterday, I realised this is a big problem.
The situation is very bad. My left Achilles is just not working as it should. Welcome to my crib. The Achilles pain only came about just the evening. But yeah, I was struggling with pain in both knees yesterday, and the left one subsided, and then the right one was fine then as well. But now this Achilles pain is taking over. And I put a call out on social media though, and there's a physio coming from Headford. So you'll be hearing about an hour. Hopefully he can do something for me.
You feel better after this. So like I normally say there isn't too many physio emergencies, but I think this is as close as it gets now.
And I was like almost practically falling asleep on the bike and fucking delirious with pain at times. Yeah, I just can't get out of the saddle at all. Like I just can't stand up, can't push a big gear. So when there's steep hills everywhere you look, makes it kind of difficult to keep going.
Part of me says I've got all the time in the world to finish this. Yeah, but I also need to get home. So then the other option is just take a more direct route home, which would be, what did we say, 350 kilometres and mostly flat rolling roads. That seems like a cop-out as well. The whole idea was I'm going to do this with avoiding the same foods as she has to avoid. So if I don't cycle home and don't do as planned, I feel like I've failed on that part.
We're in Roundstone, County Galway, day 6, I think. So yeah, it's one of the days after we started. And we had to cut yesterday short because of that injury, so hoping to get going this morning. I won't really know until I get on the road and see how the Achilles is. It's fine walking around here. The couple different stretches and stuff I was doing feels fine, but on the stairs it's very tight, so yeah, let's see what happens.
Exactly what I want.
Cycling far away? From where is cycling?
I'll show you.
Oh, what the name of God. Wow. Very pleasure. No, this is from the house.
Oh,
Very pleasure.
thank you. Very good.
Oh, that was not the most enjoyable thing I've done today.
If I could be a summer, I could tell you the secret you carry on. All around you, and every time I look away, teardrops upon your face. Seasons changing by the day.
Oh, I had to push too hard. Oh, that was full gas.
I was honoured truly that he was going to come and do the ride sort of thing. And then when he was going to do the circumnavigation of Ireland and do it for charity, and that I was hoping that he was just going to stick to it being charity a ride for make it more like a ride rather than a race. But I suppose he's a racer at heart, so when the two Germans headed off on day one and they were like 30-40k ahead of him, I was like, oh no, this is a disaster. And I think it broke him, but he got back up on the bike and unbroke himself, and he's finished it. He's here on the Peace Bridge and it's done and dusted, so 100% success.
I got a bit of assistance here. Yeah, this was by far the toughest thing I've ever done on a bike, and I really don't think I would have got through it hadn't I had the motivation of doing it for Sophia and for everybody who has food allergies, to convey how difficult food allergies can be, how life-threatening they can be, that they're not a joke, that they are serious, that people are not making this up. So, it had to be a tough challenge to grab attention and then to get that message across. So I'd do it again tomorrow.
The summer is almost here.
You all set?
The summer is almost near.
Let's go.
What's the plan tonight?
Beer.
No, we're going this way.
You need to pedal fast, Sophia, because that needs to get a beer.
We're wet back with pushing.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
The sun hanging low in the sky. A marbling of infinity above the water. The sand kicking up behind us as we pedaled and pedaled. The dust drawing in, the wind in our faces, salt hair blowing. Everything was purple and fantastic, and now we had no use for the future. The past was made of stories we could reform, perform them over bags of chips. Vinegar tears of laughter sprawling across faces as we reinvented every inch of our summers, every inch of who we were, so we could become anyone. We could become anyone.